So I have 1.5 million YouTube subscribers and I've made over 1.2 million just from AdSense alone. So when I tell you that 95% of YouTubers quit for completely the wrong reasons, I need you to actually listen to me because I've watched this happen over and over again and it is genuinely painful. It's not their editing, it's not their camera, it's not the algorithm screwing them over, it's not their niche being too competitive, it's 3 specific mistakes. The same 3 mistakes every single time. And the 5% who actually make it are not more talented, they're not more consistent, they just figured out how to stop making those mistakes. Most of the time on accident. So today I'm gonna be showing you exactly what those mistakes are and what separates the people who make it from the people who post 11 videos, get frustrated, and disappear forever. So if you appreciate me making this type of real talk content and you wanna see more of it in the future, let me know by gently tapping the like button and let's jump into it right now. So the number one reason that people quit on YouTube is they spend weeks making a video that nobody wanted to watch in the first place. And then they get 14 views and think, YouTube doesn't work. No, your idea didn't work. There's a huge difference. And look, I get it. Nobody tells you this when you're starting out. Everybody's focused on cameras and editing and thumbnails, which do matter, but way less than people think. The idea is almost everything. Let me put it this way. Imagine you're the best chef in the world. You were trained at the finest culinary schools and you're making legitimately 5-star food and you open a restaurant in the middle of the desert. No roads, no people, just sand. It does not matter how good your food is. It doesn't matter how good your presentation is. It doesn't matter what your food selection is. And it doesn't even matter how friendly your staff is because nobody's coming. Nobody is going to go to the middle of the desert. There's no traffic. Now imagine the opposite. You set up a simple hot dog cart outside of a college campus at midnight. Students are pouring out of the bars and they're starving. And there is not a single food option in sight. You could serve mediocre hot dogs and still make a killing because you showed up where the demand was with zero competition. YouTube works the exact same way. Most people act like the chef in the desert. They make the video that they want to make, not the video that people are actually searching for. And the 5% who survive, they find hungry audiences being served terrible content and they show up with something better. Now, here's exactly how to do it. You look for videos with at least 100,000 views. Then you click on the channel and you check the subscriber count. You want channels with less than 100,000 subs and ideally a 5-to-1 ratio of views to subscribers or more. Now, my brother Zach is a perfect example of this. He's in his 50s, he's worked in the trades for almost 30 years, and he never made a YouTube video in his life. And trust me, this man can barely operate his Samsung phone half the time. But we found a video from a small channel about high-paying trades jobs and it had great views, but the video itself was mediocre and the channel was small.
The highest paying trades jobs on the market.
So we made a better version. We didn't copy the video. We copied the idea, similar title, different thumbnail, completely different video.
I've been in the trades for 29 years now.
And his very first video blew up and got over 800,000 views. And at his peak, he was making $512 a day. That's $186,000 a year run rate. And it's all because he found the right idea first. Now, you might be thinking, well, Shane, that's your brother. You helped him. Yeah, I did. And the biggest thing I helped him with was finding the right idea. That's it. The editing was mediocre, his thumbnails were mediocre, his presentation was probably below average, but the idea was right. And if you nail the idea, everything else can be mediocre or even below average, and your video can still take off. If you have a bad idea, it doesn't matter how good everything else is, your video is not going to take off. All right, quick break. This week, I'm doing a one-time only workshop where I talk about how to finally make money from YouTube.com in 2026. And you can check it out down in the description and the pinned comment below. At this workshop, I'm gonna be giving away the Niche Validator Pro completely free. This is a GPT powered by a piece of software that I've been working on for a long time now, and it's been trained on thousands of hours of my teaching, coaching sessions, and more, so you don't have to spend years to pick a profitable niche. You can do it in a matter of minutes. Heck, it's even possible to do it in seconds sometimes. And I'm going to be giving this away at the workshop. So make sure you click the link in the description and then show up to the workshop. And the best way to do that is to make sure you add it to your calendar once you've signed up for it. So you basically just click add this to your calendar once you're on the thank you page after you've registered. And it'll show up as either Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar, whatever calendar you have. So you can make sure you won't miss the chance to grab the Niche Validator Pro completely free. And you'll also be able to ask me questions live. So I look forward to meeting you. Can't wait to see you there. I'm going to be showing you this new opportunity. It's It's completely free, and it's amazing whether you basically want to use it to get a better job, use it to network, use it to make some passive income, start a side hustle, make a full-time income, or even start a full-on business. It works incredibly well with all of those, and it's completely free. So make sure you click the link in the description and then show up to the workshop. And now back to your regularly scheduled content. Now, the second reason people quit is they treat every single video like it's their masterpiece. They spend 10, 15, 20, sometimes 40, even 60 hours on one video. It flops and they're crushed. And then of course, after they do that a few times, they end up quitting. Sometimes they quit even after the first one. And here's the thing, YouTube is a numbers game. Period. In fact, most things in life are a numbers game. And there's a famous study where a pottery professor split his class into two groups. Group A was graded on one single perfect pot. Group B was graded on total weight. Basically, Group B just had to make as many pots as possible. At the end of the semester, guess which group made the best pots? Group B. The quantity group. They learned through repetition. They got better with every single attempt. Group A sat around theorizing about what the perfect pot was and they never actually got good. But Group B took action and they got good quickly because the best way to get good is to actually do the thing. And YouTube is the exact same way. Look at M&J Metal. They uploaded over 400 videos before one finally blew up. 400 videos. That is a lot of content. But once that one hit, the channel took off.
How to make pickled Pepsi at home.
Now, I don't want you to need 400 videos, and that's exactly why finding the right ideas matters so much. It shortens the road dramatically. But the point is, consistency works. Volume works. You can't post 3 videos, get discouraged, and then quit. Think about it like baseball. The best hitters in Major League Baseball hit the ball about 30 to 40% of the time. The worst is around 10%. That is a massive difference, right? But here's where YouTube is different from baseball. In baseball, you get 3 strikes and you're out. On YouTube, there's no strikeout rule. You can keep swinging forever. So the best hitter ever with 3 at-bats might hit 1 home run. But the 10% hitter with 100 at-bats, he's gonna hit at least 10. So he wins, not because he's better, but because he showed up more. Now, RJ, one of our clients, his videos were honestly pretty bad. And I say that with love. The thumbnails were bad, the videos weren't great, but he posted consistently and he got the basics down.
Everyone always says, wait until the age of 70.
And within 2 months, he had a nearly $30,000 month. Now, you might be thinking, Shane, I don't have time to post that much. Each video takes me 10 or 20 hours. That's not a time problem. That is a systems problem. See, my brother spends less than 2 hours a week on his entire channel. And we break down exactly how to build that system in the live training that I'm gonna be doing this week. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below to attend that. But yeah, YouTube does not need to take you that long. All right, the third reason people quit is maybe the most frustrating one. They follow advice from people who have never actually built a successful YouTube channel. Or worse, they follow advice from gurus who make money teaching YouTube, but don't actually practice what they preach. I see this constantly. People spending $2,000 on a camera because some guru told them that the gear matters. People spending 2 to 4 weeks on a single video because someone said that quality over quantity matters. People stuffing their videos with hashtags because they read it in a blog post from 2019. And the biggest one of all is thinking that you need millions of views to make money. None of that is true. And here's something that might surprise you. I would rather have a video that gets 500 views and makes me $10,000 than a video that gets 1 million views and makes me 2,000. And I'm not just saying that. That's literally how I run my channel. My mass market education channel, which is the one you're watching right now, makes about $300 to $1,000 per 1,000 views. I have a niche B2B channel that typically makes over $4,000 per 1,000 views. Meanwhile, entertainment channels are making $1 to $3 per 1,000 views. So who's actually winning? The guy with 1 million views making $2,000 or the guy with 10,000 views making $30,000? So let me be real with you. My brother's first video that blew up had a basic setup, simple editing, no fancy gear, and it got over 800,000 views. And how about the Pickle Pepsi guy? His video looks like it was shot on a camera from the 1990s. And it got millions of views. Solo Second Half is a woman documenting life after 50, just talking to her camera from her home office, no studio, no expensive equipment, and she got nearly 100,000 subscribers, and she's making a full-time income.
We need to talk. You need to hear this.
And then there's Carla. Carla runs an outsourcing business helping online business owners hire top-tier talent in the Philippines and Latin America. And she started a YouTube channel to attract clients. Now here's the thing. Her channel has about 1,500 subscribers and most of her videos get between 100 and 600 views. And a lot of them get under 200 views. And she booked a 6-figure contract from YouTube. A 6-figure contract from 1,500 subscribers. Because she is not chasing views, she's targeting business owners who need outsourcing help, people with money and a specific problem. So you don't need 1 million views when each view is worth potentially thousands of dollars.
Now, one of the most surprising things that happened, I booked my first 6-figure contract 6 months into really working on my channel and following everything that CGE and Shane has helped me with and everything that they told me.
And that is what the gurus will never tell you. They'll tell you to chase views, chase subscribers, chase virality, but the 5% who survive understand that 100 of the right people seeing your video can be worth more than 1 million random views. And if you're getting conflicting advice and you're not sure who to trust, come to the live training this week. I'll show you exactly what's working right now, and you can ask me any questions you have. Plus, you can even ask me about your niche, video ideas, or even business ideas. And you'll get a Niche Validator Pro AI tool just for showing up. So click that link in the description and the pinned comment below. So look, if you're thinking about quitting YouTube, I get it. I almost quit too. But I promise you, the people who make it are not smarter than you. They're not more talented. They don't have some secret advantage. They do 3 things. They find the right ideas, they post consistently, and they ignore the noise. That's it. And YouTube is one of those games where the only way you will ever lose is if you stop. M&J Metal, just as an example, no offense to him, his videos were absolutely terrible, but eventually one of them took off and now he's absolutely crushing it. So find the right ideas, post consistently, and ignore the noise. That's it. Now, 99% of you watching this just want the free content, and I respect that. That's what the live trainings are for, and that's what these videos are for. So show up, ask questions, and get better. But about the 1% of you that are serious, or you want to basically cut the line and do it a lot faster, maybe you've got views, but you're not monetizing. Maybe you're a business owner who knows that YouTube could change everything for your business, or maybe you're just ready to go all in on YouTube right now and you want to get results as quickly as possible. If that's you, we have a handful of spots open for one-on-one intensives. 3 to 5 spots only. You can book a call by clicking the link in the description and the pinned comment below, or if there's no link available down there, which we often do run out of spots, so there may not be a link available down there, check the About section on my channel. With that being said, check out an example of a client who got incredible results by clicking right here.